Hello, everybody, and welcome back. My name is Nix. We just finished Still Wakes the Deep, and not gonna lie, I am quite conflicted at this point. I am quite conflicted because if we start from the beginning, when it comes to mechanics, very easy. You have like a run button, like you have very basic mechanics. There is one that you click on to have to like grab into things and then like use your stick if you're playing with a controller, or if you're not playing with the controller, you need to do WASD to kind of climb and stuff. You have one that is for running, one for ducking or crouching. And then just like WASD and then mouse or the stick to kind of look around. I started this game with the mouse and keyboard, but I kind of felt like it was a little bit easier with the controller to play this one. Story-wise, it is quite... and this is where I start to get conflicted, right? Because the story is interesting. It's about you as Cass that is going, or you are on an oil rig and you're about to go home, but your wife is mad at you because of you have, I assume, so what I've understood is you are a person who has had an assault charge towards you, and you kind of try to run away from it by going on the oil rig. So that's kind of the story behind it. And what happens when you are on that oil rig, something happens and you start to like you drill too deep and something happens, right? And then everything is starting to fall apart and you need to try to escape. So that's basically the baseline of it. So when it comes to mechanics and the story, I think that they're decent. Like they're good. The artwork in this one is amazing. Like holy shit! Like the like just look at the water here, for example. That is absolutely beautiful. Well made. Throughout the game, it is well made. Everything like that is super well made. My problem, like I said, is there are certain situation. There was two in particular where I kind of got like it wouldn't work, my control, like because I needed to grab something with my grabbing button RT on my controller, and it would not let me, or especially both of these was actually underwater, so like I wanted to try to like swim up so I can grab to that thing, and it just wouldn't let me do that, which really frustrated me. Other than that, like there wasn't much issues with the actual controls. There was a few times where I kind of would have wanted to run, but I couldn't. I had to walk. And then there was a few times where, not a few times, but it was like specifically one time where it was kind of like leaning the rig, and that kind of pulled you to the side, which story-wise, it makes sense because you're in the water, like your rig is kind of breaking and everything is like, it makes sense. I just didn't enjoy that. That was my thing. When it comes to the story, this game left me with more questions than I would have wanted to. Like, first off, we have no clue what that was. It was some kind of mysterious things that we kind of drilled up. So, like, we just don't know what that is. We know that there's some kind of weird thing. Like, I don't know. Like, we don't know anything about it, which could be okay. I think that is okay sometimes in certain games to like not explain what your main what's it called enemy is, and that's fine. But then there's also like, why did I get all of these calls from my wife, for example? Like, why did I pick up the phone and I could hear my wife? Or why did I hear my wife? Or like, when I died, like, why did I wake up and then open the door to the water? Like, there's so much things that I did not end up understanding. And I don't know, maybe that's a problem with me. I don't know. That could absolutely be a problem with me just like not connecting the dots. It has happened before. But I feel like there's a lot of things open up, like a lot of questions still open up. Like what happened to all of those? Well, I assume some of the people died that we didn't get to hear from. We don't understand like why some of the people kind of got transferred into those things and why some didn't, and why like there's a lot of open questions in my opinion. I think it's okay to have like a lot of open questions as well, but I felt like because this is such a walking simulator, I would have wanted to understand more, which kind of leads me into also when it comes to it being a walking simulator, you have so much dead time, if that makes sense. Like you are running and then you get into a space and there is people talking, and there is like you get kind of the next quest through that little cutscene, and it just takes, I feel like all of the situations where I got to the next next thing that I needed to do, I had to go through like a cutscene, which took a lot of time, and I ended up like having to like, because I don't want to stop in the middle of them talking. So I tried not to like interrupt them. But like when that happens, it's also like becomes a situation where like it's just so much talking, and like even if there's so much talking, we don't know more about the story. They're like, like basically all of the dialogue was like, oh my gosh, we are gonna die, oh my gosh, this is happening, and oh my gosh, we need to save, and oh yeah, you need to go and do this. And then it's like, okay, we have not proceeded forward at all when it comes to the story. Like, I don't know, like it just, I don't know if I feel like it's, because like the problem that I'm having with this and why I'm conflicted is because I think it's a good game. In all, like in general, I think it is a really good game in its core. But at the same time, I'm kind of like also not, if that makes sense. Like I kind of feel like I feel like I would have wanted more from this game. I feel like it was a little bit too much walking simulator with too much story without giving any story, if that makes sense. But it is a good game in a lot of ways. Like the graphics are really good. I think the premise of the game is good. I think like the story could be really good if we could have gotten a little bit more in depth to it, because I think it was just a lot like it was too general, if that makes sense. So my question is, would I recommend this game or not? And I'm struggling with answering that, to be completely honest, because in a way I really would like to recommend it, because like the mechanic issues, I don't think that's too bad. The story issues, I don't think it's that bad either, but like it also feels like it's a little bit too, I kind of feel like the story issues are also a little bit like, I don't know, I just don't feel that I got out what I wanted from it. And I usually go into games without expectations, so it's like it's not hard to it's definitely not hard to meet my expectations. So I don't know. I honestly cannot say if I would recommend this or not. I would probably say if you can get it cheap, if you can play it through the Xbox Game Pass, if you have Game Pass, probably give it a go. If you like walking simulators, this could be a good game. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't think I would have, because I played it through the Xbox Game Pass, and I don't think that I would have paid the full price for this. Like now, if someone would have said, "Hey, so you have this game, would you purchase it for full price?" I probably would not. In all honesty, which is sad because it is well made. It's definitely well made. But yeah, I'm not so sure. I can't say if I recommend it or not, because it is good, but it's still at the same time it's not as good. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna leave it at that. I can't give a recommendation or not for it. It's one of those limbo games where I just like, it existed, I played through it. I have no strong opinions on it. It's a good game, but there was a few things that I couldn't get past. So I would say I'm pretty neutral. It's a ±0 for me. So yeah, well, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I will see you next time. Bye! Thank you so much for watching my video. I really hope you liked it. Don't forget to like and subscribe this video, and if you want to see more content from me, I also do stream on Twitch, where I play a lot of Apex Legends and a lot of similar games like this. I also do post regularly on TikTok and Instagram, so don't forget to follow me on there. Until next time, have a good one. Bye!